Alright, so I figured I'd give you an early look at this plant while it's still in its small stage. It's going to get quite big. This plant can get pretty big from what I understand. And it's called the wild Japanese Tubocapsicum Anomalum. That's what it's called. And there's not a whole lot of pictures online when it comes to this particular plant. So there is some stuff, but I figured I'd give you a good look at what it looks like while it's still young. And we'll do a pod review on this once it gets to, it starts making pods and flowers. I'll show you what the flowers look like. Now, this plant was actually declassified as a capsaicin variety. Why they did that, I'm not 100% sure, but as you can see with the leaf on this thing, it's quite strange. It looks very, just dinosaur-like. Look at I think those are, I might have aphids on here. Believe it or not, the aphids are actually coming in. But you can see the bottom of it, the look at the leaf. It doesn't really look like a pepper plant leaf. It looks really strange. But for the longest time, it was actually considered a capsaicin variety. It was until recently that they renamed it and declassified it, and they put it under the Tubocapsicum, which is a close relative, as they put it. But in my opinion, it is a capsaicin variety, in my opinion. I'm not a botanist, though, so I can't make those determinations. They come up with these determinations mostly based on genetics of the plant and how many chromosomes it has and stuff like that. And that's where they kind of come up with that idea where it's either a pepper plant or not. But if you look at it and the way it grows, it is a pepper plant. It's just very different. So as you can see, the leaves are very, try to get you, the leaves are very dinosaur, like a dinosaur kale look to it. It's just got that dinosaur look to it. And it just looks really strange. It's really cool. It started bumping up quite a bit since I repotted this and I brought it into the greenhouse, which has been out here for about a week. So it's really starting to come up, but for the longest time it stayed like a rosette through the whole winter. And just till now, recently, you can see that the stem is coming up on it. So very interesting plant. Yeah, we are getting aphids a little bit early this year. I guess they live in the soil or something. But we get these red aphids, and they're really hard to get rid of. But just figured I'd show it to you. And like I say, once it gets to the stage where it's making pods, and we got some, some flowers, and I can show you what the flowers look like. The flowers are really cool looking on this thing. Really, really, really cool. And so, really excited about growing this. I'm not sure if it's going to produce fruit this year or not. I have no idea. I might plant this one outdoors. I'm really not sure at this point, but that's what it looks like. Give a nice view at it from the top. Nice side view. Nice view of the leaf. Now, I'll try to get some snapshots on this. Maybe I'll put it on Instagram or something like that. I'll post some snapshots of this. Maybe Pinterest. I'll throw them up on there. Because like I say, there's not a lot of really good footage on this plant, but this is about as good as you're going to get until it starts getting to the full size, and then we can really give you a good scope of the whole plant in general once it gets big enough and produces fruit. So anyway, that was a quick look at the Tubocapsicum wild Japanese pepper plant. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.